Hello there. So you say that you'd sure like to get into photography, but boy, you just can't because you can't afford those new cameras and lenses and equipment. And so you're just stuck. Everyone else can go out and have fun, but you can't because you don't have any money or very little. Let me tell you, you're wrong. You can get out there and enjoy photography for a fraction of the cost that the new cameras are costing today. You don't need those guys. You don't need those fancy cameras and fancy lenses and all that stuff. No, you don't. Go search online and buy a used camera, a used DSLR. Even if it's from 20 years ago. If you have never taken up photography before, you won't be sorry you did that. And you can get wonderfully acceptable pictures with those old cameras and lenses. And I guess that's what I've been trying to put across here on my YouTube channel. You don't need those big expensive things. I mean, it'd be nice if someday you could afford them, but you can't now. That this shouldn't hold you back from getting into photography. And so, when I had an opportunity to shoot a wedding, it's my grandson's wedding, I thought, this is a good opportunity to show what you can do with an old camera. And so I did. I took my D200 right here. I took this setup USC right here. I took this to that wedding, shot the entire wedding with it, and I got some nice pictures, real nice. And most of the time when you shoot a wedding, they're not going to be wanting 9-foot enlargements or something like that. No, anymore, hardly. They don't even want to print. They just want it online. But if you do make prints, you can make up to 17 by 22 inch prints off with this 10 megapixel camera right here. No problem at all. And so, like I said, I went to that wedding, had a great time. It was a wonderful wedding. And I took a lot of pictures and I had fun. I haven't done a wedding for quite some time. And so, yeah, it was like I had to remember how to do things. But we got by, and what a great time. I was plenty tired at the end of the day. Let me tell you what, when you shoot weddings, it's not an easy chore. You work hard to get those pictures. And I did. I was done at 8 o'clock when I got home. Yeah, I was done. I went right to bed. But anyway, let me just look at some of the pictures I got, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about this camera and how I set it up and what I use as far as accessories for this. And then we'll look at a print I made. So yeah, let's just take a break right now and look at these pictures, and I hope you're ready for this, folks. It's going to be fun. All right, let's go right now. Well, I hope that was fun for you. Yeah. Well, Grandpa's got some class, I tell you what. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed those pictures too. That was fun, like I said. So I was going to tell you about my equipment that I used on that wedding. So of course we got the Nikon D200 here. Up here I have an SB 900 Nikon flash. Had that a few years. Right here is a strobo frame flash bracket that I have used for, gosh, I bet it's been 20 years since I bought this. I like this because when you shoot vertical, you can flip it up like this, and then your flash is still centered above your lens, and you don't get any side shadows, I guess. And I like that. And also it elevates your flash so that the shadows are behind your subject for the most part. Also right here, I have the SC28 sync cord right here that connects the camera body to your flash. And that's it, folks. That's what I got right here. And it's worked for me for many, many, many weddings that I've shot. I really have a lot of confidence in this camera. But on Saturday, when I did this wedding, I was having some problems with exposure. Man, it seems like I was always fiddling with the flash or the camera, and I don't know why that was happening. It shouldn't happen. Remember? Well, you don't remember probably, but back in the film days, you put on what you had. So you had a film camera, you had a flash, and you set the flash up correctly and set your camera up correctly, and you just went to a wedding and you took pictures, and there was none of this looking at each picture after you took it. None of that. You took those pictures and you had confidence that they were going to come out right. And 98% of the time, they came out right. I don't know why today it seems so much more difficult and to do that. I would like to just put tape or just shut off the screen back here so I can't look at my pictures. But I do. And I don't know, maybe that's a problem. But yeah, I was having lots of trouble getting the exposures right. And man, I would set my flash everywhere. I had TTL didn't really work. It was a really harsh light and lots of dark shadows for that wedding. It was a nice day. Finally, this summer we had a nice day, and it was on the day of my grandson's wedding, which was cool. Anyway, so that's my equipment. I mean, I didn't use a tripod. I had these items right here on this camera. That's what I had. And a card. I had a 16 megapixel card. Now I got to say, I had extra batteries, which is a good thing because for some reason I only got 300 shots on the original battery I put in there. I used to get a lot more, but these batteries are old, so that might explain it. But I carry one in my pocket, so it was just a matter of putting a new battery in. Those pictures came out really nice, and I'm really happy with them. I would not hesitate to use this camera and flash on any wedding. I really wouldn't, folks. I wouldn't hesitate one bit, unless someone told me they were going to make a billboard out of one of the shots, and yeah, then I'd have to get something different, or I probably wouldn't do the wedding, actually. So I got to tell you also that my wife performed the ceremony. So yeah, we were busy. She performed the ceremony, and I performed the photography. So we were busy. But before and after the ceremony, she usually helps me with my weddings, and so she was carrying a Nikon D200, and a few of those pictures you saw there, they are from her. And so she had a horrible time. She has SB600 flash on hers, and it doesn't pivot. And she loves to take vertical pictures, and so that's why she was having, one of the reasons she was having a lot of problems. And she usually goes in and takes pictures of the ladies getting ready and stuff like that. And at this particular location, there wasn't a lot of room in there where they were doing that. Anyway, she got by, and so did I. I did pick out a picture of that I want to print. So you probably seen, I don't know, you might have, they go by too fast, but the picture is going to be the one I'm going to show you right here. It's going to cover me up, I think. So anyway, so this is the bride's party right here. And it was fun. This picture was really hard to set up. There was a lot of little kids and one pretty ornery little great-granddaughter of mine too. So anyway, but it took time to set up, and the sun was pretty harsh, but it came out so good. I love this picture. I'm zooming in. I zoomed in on it here so you can see it's sharp picture. This is a D200 file right here, and look how sharp they are, the faces and everything. It's just a great picture. Anyway, I wanted to show you that because this is a picture I printed out. So before we go any further, I'm going to take a look at this picture. I got to tell you also that every picture that I took at this wedding was at ISO 400, and I left it at ISO 400 there. I didn't hesitate to leave it there. So anyway, here's the picture. I'm going to show it to you here, and it came out really well. It's like I usually do. It's 12 by 18 on 13 by 19 cold press natural. Let's look at it here. So I was going to show you this picture I printed a few minutes ago, but it's too bright in here, too much sunshine outside, so I had to turn down some of the lights so you can see it better. So here it is, right here. This is the picture of the ladies in the wedding, all posed around my grandson's Harley motorcycle. He won't. Oh man, bicycle. Shoo-wee. I'll get in trouble for that one. Anyway, here they are. It's such a beautiful picture. And I got to tell you, it took me some time to get this picture taken. Oh, man. A lot of kids here who don't want to stand around. Anyway, so there it is. So that was taken, of course, with the D200. The lens was a 24-85 zoom lens. It was the kit lens for the D600. Supposed to have a couple stops of VR, and that's why I used that. This was shot at 24 millimeter, or that converts to 36 millimeter with a crop sensor. 1/320th of a second, f5.6, ISO 400. The flash unit was a Nikon SB900 on that. Isn't that beautiful? It's just so nice. I love that picture. So there you go. Now I'm going to go back and turn the lights on, and we'll get back to normal here. I did this wedding. I needed to practice, and I'll get much. Nobody wants to hire an old guy for the weddings anymore. What is that all about? Anyway, so all the pictures that not all the pictures, but I have selected, I think there's 137 or something like that I put online for the bride and groom and the wedding party and anybody who wanted to look at them. So I'm going to leave a link down below to that album, and you can go look. Actually, they're all the pictures that were in that video that we did real fast. So you can go look at them if you want at a much slower, leisurely pace. And like I said, they're on the link below. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you get out there and take some pictures. You know, just find a camera you can use and go take pictures. Don't just sit around on a couch somewhere feeling sorry for yourself because you don't have a camera. You can find a camera pretty darn cheap, I think, and just get out there and do it. Take some pictures. All right, then. See you guys next week, or maybe before. It depends on what happens in my life. But anyway, thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it. And leave a comment and give me a like if you want to. All right, you guys, take care, and I will see you next time. Bye now.